And so what Paul is saying, that's our pre-Christian state for all of us outside of faith in Jesus Christ. And so while we were still helpless, at the right time, Christ died for the ungodly. At the right time, meaning the death of Christ was in accordance with God's perfect and eternal plan. That the death of Christ was not an afterthought of God. It was not coincidental. It was not that Jesus got caught up at the wrong place and the wrong time and God said, well, hey, it just so happened it worked out this way. I guess I'll go ahead and use him to redeem the world from their sins. No, it was the plan of God from eternity past, from Genesis 3:15. Even prior in eternity past, but in Genesis 3:15, we have God first stated that I'm going to send one man. I'll put enmity between your seed, the seed of the woman, and he, one man, will crush your head, but he'll be wounded on the heel. Right there is the first declaration of God in his word that I'm going to send somebody to make it right. And we see the picture of that run throughout the Old Testament. In fact, as we're coming up to Christmas, you're reminded all of the prophecies that he would even be born in Bethlehem in Micah chapter 5, that he would be of the tribe of Judah. We have all these passages telegraphing to us that Christ would come at the perfect time. In fact, you get to the end of Malachi before God signs off in the Old Testament, and he says that a forerunner will come prior to the Savior. And then you pick up in Luke's gospel, and Luke is the historian, and where does Luke pick up with the forerunner? With this old couple, Zacharias and Elizabeth, that are still serving God, still faithful, a little flicker in the midst of the darkness, hoping that the Savior would come. Do you know what they're hoping? That God would remember his promise, and he would come just as he said he would.